My name is Katie Hall. I'm from Idaho, and I live in Utah right now, and I do spray paint art and breakdancing. I have always because I grew up in the country, right, so nobody really knew about hip-hop, right? I just grew up on country music, horses, all these things, but I always kind of had a hair for the wild side. So I started graph work actually before dancing, and I just started bombing. I'd go out and illegally do it. That was in my younger years, and then I kind of just had a change of heart and started doing it different. But I did set graffiti down for a while because I started dancing, and then as I got older, probably 21 is when I really started getting into art a lot more. I have a couple buddies who really grew up in the graffiti scene, and they have all these fancy names for the hand styles they do and for their form, but because I kind of just picked it up and I was like, well, this is dope, I'm gonna do this. I don't really have a specific name for the styles, but I feel like my favorite type of thing, and I've been leaning more to it recently, is more kind of faces, but that are real but abstract at the same time. Kind of been playing around with those, but I do also do a ton of mountains, galaxies, not as much galaxies, but mountains, forests kind of things. Right? So I do it for the love of it, that's for sure. I definitely am always working on growing my business, especially since I'm in school right now. Kind of gets hard, but I am going to school for painting, so this is project we did at school. I do automotive painting, so that really translates super well to spray paint, because you use airbrushes and it's all pressurized, so when you do the big guns, it's helping me so much as an artist, and I feel like that's something that I actually might do as a future career. That's not my end goal, but it's something I'm just very, very passionate about, and I really appreciate that I can do that right now at a time, and just keep working on growing my business and doing shows in the summer and competing as well for dancing. I really like doing big pieces. I feel like the bigger, it's just more fun. I do like doing the small pieces because it teaches you to refine your craft a lot, and you have to work on performance skills, because I'll go to Venice Beach sometimes, or sometimes I'll throw up down on some street art, or even when I have my own booth in the summer, you're always performing. But I feel like what I really love doing and working on is just big murals, because it's just fun. You have this huge space to do whatever you want, and no one's constraining you. I feel like people can see through my work, my passion. I try and always put up very positive things, whether it's positive about just knowing that you individually and your individuality is worth it, whether it's something, because I am very religious, whether it's just a religious thing. Hopefully it's just I can convey just a little positive message through what I do, whether it's, and determination. I hope that people can see that I am doing it because I love it and I'm determined to make it work and things like that, hopefully. The big thing about graffiti art, I feel like it can be seen as something that's vulgar, it's destructive, and it's just, oh, these little hoodlums are out here doing graffiti, but it's something so different. I mean, every art form is different, and I mean, who's to say that paper and pen can't have something vulgar and gross, and there are people, it really takes one person to ruin a whole art form for just, vandalizing and doing wrong things, but I feel like if you're doing it with the right intent in the right places especially, and just the right way, it's really just about expressing yourself and letting other people know who you are. It's not destructive, it's not meant to be like that. That's the core of hip-hop. It's positivity, it's expressing yourself, and I feel like graffiti is the same. I mean, it can be misused, it can be misconstrued, but it's really there just as a form of expression for people to express who they are. I think one of the biggest reasons why I do graffiti art is because it's so interactive, and when you start a piece, you're going to finish it. I feel like a lot of art forms, they're these amazing crafters and take so long, and I really respect that. And the nice thing about graffiti too is your craft is going to take there's a very short amount of time that you have. Paint is going to dry, you need to manipulate the paint, and so it's nice that you can just see your paint from finish to start, and it's usually a day. I mean, if you're doing a really massive mural, it's going to take a long time, but I just love that it can be especially this would take 10 minutes, this takes 15, you just see it from start to finish, and it's just unless you're doing like huge murals. So I love that about it, and it's just like, you feel like so BA, because you're like, oh, I have like 3 cans in one hand. So it's just fun. It's interactive. It's more than just art. It's like combining body with everything, and it's just cool.
Hey everyone, so that was my powwow with Katie Hall. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to search more of her art, you can go to, what's it called?
You can go to my Instagram at @KShePaints, so just the letter K, She Paints. So go check it out. And I also have a website which is linked in my Instagram page. So
We'll put that in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. And remember, click right here to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment that'll make you say yes.